Hey everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer, and I am back with my Leprechaun franchise. This one is Leprechaun Origins, the prequel, and there will be spoilers throughout this video. So, what exactly is this movie all about? Well, this movie is actually about 4 Americans visiting Ireland. They actually get taken by a father and son to a cabin, and they need to survive against the leprechaun. So what is it that I really liked about this movie? Well, at one point in the movie, you got the Americans who were going to try to trick the leprechaun and to kill it. Well, what happens is the leprechaun ends up turning the tables on them, and one character actually kills one of their friends with an axe in the face. It has got to be the most messed up scene. It is probably the best death, the most surprising death in this film. Okay, and you know what? That is all I actually have for my likes. Now, what is it that I disliked? Pretty much everything else with this movie. It's very boring. Not much even happens in this movie. And even when you get your very first death, minusing the beginning of the movie, but with your 4 Americans, you're about 55, 56 minutes into the movie before anybody dies. And that pisses me off there. And there's a lot of cutaway kills on this, and I don't like that much. Another thing that I feel like that nothing much really happens with the Americans or anybody else with the leprechaun and all that kind of stuff is that it is a big cat and mouse game. You got this father and son who brought these 4 Americans to this cabin, locked them in, but the thing was that they were able to escape the first time the leprechaun actually was able to come in. There's a little trap door through the fireplace, and the thing is that they're able to escape that way. The father and son realize this, have to go after them. Something goes haywire where the Americans are able to escape. The father and son got to go chase them again. I swear to God, it almost feels like a Scooby-Doo episode where, the gang's running, here comes the ghost is running, here goes the gang going after the ghost, and I'm just like, it doesn't happen that way with this one. The Americans never go after the father and son. They do a little bit, technically not really. But it's just like, that happens a lot in the movie. The leprechaun himself is what pisses me off. Now, this is the first time that Warwick Davis does not play it. It's actually some WWE wrestler. I don't watch wrestling anymore, so I used to love it, but now I think it's really stupid. Forgive me for anybody out there who is a wrestling fan. But the thing is, they get this guy who I don't even know who the hell it is. If you know who it is, give me a comment down below. I'll be curious on that there. But the thing is, who they get is just, it's not even a leprechaun. It's not even just this little green guy that we knew through 6 movies. So they decided to change it, make it a prequel, and think that was the best way they could do it. And it was more of it looks like an orc from Lord of the Rings, or just some demon from hell, it looks like. When you do see the leprechaun, it's not even focused. When they show like even the side of him, side of his face, or the front of his face, I'm like, really? I mean, we can't even see what he looks like that well. We know he has like a really fucked up face and all that. Well, his mouth is all fucked up, I should say. But other than that, it's like you barely see him. And then when he does kill someone, like I said, it's all off camera. Like there's actually a scene where father and son, actually, the son is like, he doesn't want to do this anymore. And him and his father kind of look like they were going to have a shootout with each other. Well, the father ends up getting killed by the leprechaun, and they show the son just sitting there crying. He could have ran away and was crying too. Could have got into his vehicle and drove away. We don't even know if he even dies in the movie. I'm thinking if he's just going to sit there and bawl out, he's probably going to end up getting killed by the leprechaun. They just don't show it and all that. The 4 Americans, don't even care for them. Their acting was really bad. I mean, the script was stupid. It was directed badly. I just didn't even care for this story, honestly. It was just a horrible movie overall. Now, my rating for this is probably not going to be a shocker on this one, as I'm going to go 0 out of 4 stars. Has anybody out there seen Leprechaun Origins? I hope you haven't, but I'm sure the true horror fans out there would have. If you are someone who has seen this movie, give me a comment down below. I'll be curious what you think one way or the other. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Is there more things that you liked about it than I did? I'll be kind of wondering on that. And if you haven't yet, And please subscribe to me. Hit that notification button here. And if you did like this review, please give me a like. I do appreciate it. It does definitely help out my channel, even a little channel like this. And as always, stay awesome.